An extremely volatile situation developing across the southeast. This is meteorologist Dean Davidson from the Weather Pros. We're talking about a high risk. Let me pull over Storm Prediction Center. Categorical. High risk. Southern Georgia, northern Florida. Just north of Orlando. Orlando's right in that moderate risk area, so it's in an area that's not exactly great. Tornadoes are high likelihood in the high risk area and even in the moderate risk area. Even in the marginal risk area. Because I'll explain that a little bit later in the video, but as this low cranks up, we go from the supercell issue down in Florida to a more quasi-linear convective system, spin-up tornado possibility up here in Virginia. So I'll explain everything, but if you live in Florida, Jacksonville, anywhere in Florida, keep your eyes out, especially in northern Florida, near the Jacksonville area. Tornado threat is extremely high. You look at the ping, 30%. It's like, that is a very rare thing to see. This is usually something that you see out in the Midwest. So, very volatile situation. Make sure you have weather radio. Make sure you take cover if you're in a mobile home. Have a source of a stable place to go, because this is going to be a very volatile day. We'll take a look at radar right now, actually, and what I'll show you here, we got tornado. We had these tornado warnings disappeared, so they actually just expired. But we have had tornado warnings already this morning near Tallahassee, so this is something we need to really be careful on. We've had tornado warnings this morning. I think there's still a tornado warning in effect. Just be very aware today in Florida and Georgia, because it's not a very good thing. So we take a look at the reflectivity, and you can see these supercells here in Georgia and northern Florida. You can see these are individual cells. That's supercell type thunderstorms. Not exactly the greatest thing. And then we have the linear push. And look how this low pressure cranks up and goes north like a hurricane. This is the odd part. I mean, that is an odd thing to have during this time of year. Not odd to see like a nor'easter off the coast, but that kind of a strong low bombing out over the country is kind of odd. We'll go to the HRRR now, which is the high resolution reflectivity, which is going to do the same thing. And it's just basically stating the same thing as an AM. I mean, boom. So that's not a good sign also. Let's see, we'll go to the GFS and we'll pull off severe products here. Pull a countrywide. I don't know why they did that. Back up here for a second. I'm just going as we go along, so bear with me here. Oh, this is just coming back out, so this is good. We'll just pull a little bit later today towards like Orlando. Let's just see what we get here. This is going to be a sounding. This is a good page. You click on it, you get a sounding. So this is a sounding from there. I'm also going to pull the soundings up here in the Storm Prediction Center. See what's sounding up? Yep. So change of the window height, and it says tornado. So I mean, it's pretty much right on board for tornadic thunderstorms here in Florida. STPs above 1. There's a lot of rotation in this, and that's what's important to understand about these thunderstorms. They're rotating a lot, and the more rotation you get, the more chance of a tornado. So it's been a pretty critical day. Let's see if he. I don't know why this is doing it. But anyway, forecast tools. If you ever want to know how to look at some of this stuff, there's a good way to do it. Then we go to the 12Z, which is the latest that just came out. And I'm going to go here to Tallahassee. And there's a critical angle, and this is crazy. Changing to window heights. 14.1 supercell, that's extreme. STP layer 2.8 and 4.1 are like off the chains for the potential for severe weather. So please be very careful in Florida. Just stop down a little further closer to Orlando. Same problem. Maybe not as high as a risk, but still 6.5, 1.5, 2.1 in the STP. This is just itching to be a bad day in Florida and Georgia. Now we do, like I said, I want to specify the chances further north. And we do have winds that change with height here, but not quite as much of a chance of tornadoes. These are more going to be like a quasi-linear convective system type A tornado that would occur if they occur. So we're going to go back here and go further north. Like I said, I'm doing it step by step this morning because I just want to get the product out. Versus creating a big product. Excuse me. So, what I'm saying is, if you're in Florida and Georgia right now, prepare. The best bet you have is to prepare for a damaging afternoon with potential tornadic activity. And here you go. There is rotation going to be available in Roanoke area. So, like I said, even though it's not a high risk, or some of them are not even marginal, but the way this thing's going to rotate in this afternoon, I highly advise keeping an eye on the weather, no weather radio, any of those things that you get a warning with, because these will be quick shot. Yeah, the NAM shows that this is here your helicity, so there is going to be some spin in the atmosphere. So this is very important. I'll pull your reflectivity up here, simulated reflectivity. As you see, we start off with a little bit of storms, and then by this evening, boom, linear problem coming in by around, this is actually going to be about 10 o'clock tonight, that strong 10 to 11 to 12. So yeah, we need to really be careful here in the area. So just keep an eye on stuff. We'll keep you updated. Meteorologist Dean Davis and the Weather Pros.